Well, hello there. Welcome to my American Horror Story Hotel After Show, which I am calling... I forget. Hotel Check-In. Sorry for being a little late with it, but I was actually out of town in Orlando checking out Halloween Horror Nights at Universal Studios.
You finally got it!
Why?
On the day that it premiered, so I didn't get to watch it till I got home. But better late than never, so let's do it. First off, there were a lot of bums. A lot of bums. No complaints. One of those bums belonged to Max Greenfield, who is one of my favorite actors. I don't really know his status on the show, but he did not fare well the first episode, but I think he's supposed to be recurring, so I don't know how that's gonna go. But I do hope he sticks around. I have to wonder what they told him when he was gonna shoot the episode. Were they just like, okay, so for your first scene, you are going to be a drug addict and you're gonna get ass fucked by a knife. And he was just like, yeah, let's do it. Like, poor guy. That is a scene that you want to be remembered for. And you probably will be because your ass was shown. So right off the bat, I have to say that my favorite character already is Sally, played by Sarah Paulson. And, you know, it kind of lessens the blow with Jessica Lange's absence. I will miss her. But Sarah Paulson's holding her own and she's doing an awesome job at just kind of being the face of American Horror Story this season. Yeah, she played her flawlessly. No surprise there. Loved it. Loved her. Kathy Bates, also back this season, which is exciting. She plays Iris, which is, I guess, the receptionist of the hotel. We got a little bit of her backstory. We do know that about 20 years ago, she started working for the hotel because Sally gave some drugs to her son Donovan, and I think he ended up dying. And she ends up killing her, so at least I think she killed her? I don't know. I'm still a little confused as to what's going on with this hotel. Are they all dead in there and they just kind of get stuck there, kind of like the first season of American Horror Story? Or is there like a weird doctor bringing them back to life? I don't know. I don't know, but I'm hoping we find out. Kathy's character starts out the show when two Swedish girls enter the hotel room, and you know, that part of the episode, I was just like, eh. They discovered the weird demon thing in the bed, and they also get tortured by Iris herself, and you know, didn't care for it. I will say that this season has a whole different vibe to any of the other seasons. I know they're usually pretty good at changing it up, but I liked the vibe that this season had this time around. It was very mysterious and very intriguing. And with the new vibe, there was a lot of new actors coming into the show, as well as some returning actors, including Wes Bentley, who seems to be playing a lead character this time around. At least it seems that way. He's playing John Lowe. You guys may remember him last season as the two-parter episode guest star Edward Moore Drake from Freak Show. This time around, he plays a detective whose son, I guess, went missing a few years back. And when he pays the hotel a visit to investigate a different kind of crime, I think he gets drugged, and then he sees his son kind of walking around. However, it seems that his son may actually be there. Now when I say lost his son, his son disappears from a carnival just out of nowhere, and it doesn't look like there was any signs of who took them, the fact that he may have died. So there's a mystery surrounding that, but obviously he appears to be at the hotel. It's very weird. But I am intrigued. Again, I'm intrigued. Now let's talk about the monster in the room, Lady Gaga. Full disclosure, I am by no means a diehard Lady Gaga fan. You know, I'm not one of her little monsters. I do enjoy some of her music. I think she is super talented. She's an amazing musician. She plays her own instrument. She can sing anything she wants to, really. And she has a respect for, you know, the classier kind of jazz and blues and all that stuff. So you know, out of that, I respect her a lot. She plays the owner of the hotel, the Countess, as it were. And her boyfriend is played by Matt Bomer. He plays Donovan, which is Iris's son. And her whole opening scene is basically just 6 minutes of just an orgy. A foursome? Is that? If it's more than a threesome, is that an orgy? These are the thoughts that haunt me. Anyway, it's all fun and games with the orgy, foursome, whatever. Until Lady Gaga and Donovan, they just decide to slit their throats and eat them, basically. Not in that way. And then they call it a night. After we learn that the Countess has sold the hotel to Will Drake. When him and his son arrive to the hotel, they are brought in by Marcy, who, if you remember back in season 1, actually sold the murder house. So a connection to season 1. I see what you did there, Murphy. That's a nice little nod for us fans there. The Countess takes his son under her wing and takes him to this kid's playroom where all these little children, including John Lowe's son, are just kind of playing video games in there. It's a creepy ending to the show. And a cool little montage to kind of bring the episode full circle. My overall thought to this episode is that I enjoyed this more so than the first episode of last season. It was really well written and they brought everything together quite nicely. The only thing I didn't like about the episode was the stuff with the Swedish girls. It could have been left out and put something more interesting. But I give this, I need a rating system. I give the episode 4 hotel bells out of 5. I enjoyed it. I hope you guys did too. Thank you for watching my very first episode of the American Horror Story Hotel Check-In. I hope you guys check in with me next time, and I shall see you next week.